top of the feature manager. If you have solid bodies, the number of bodies will be displayed in parentheses after the folder name. You can expand the folder to see each of the individual bodies. The names are created by the last feature that touched each individual body. So in the case of these last two bodies, the feature called split 4 was used to create them, and the bodies themselves were given the numbers 1 and 2. The bodies are renamed each time a new feature touches them. If you want to prevent that from happening, you can just rename a body manually and give this a name such as base. And now, whatever additional features may touch this particular body, it will not be renamed. Bodies will continue to be renamed with each feature that touches them. There is also a surface bodies folder that works much in the same way that the solid bodies folder works. You can see from the icons in front of the surface bodies that all of the surface bodies are hidden. But if you click on the surface body, you can see a preview of it displayed in the graphics window. There are some other functions that are available by using the bodies folders. If you right-click on the folders, notice that you can hide all of the bodies within that folder or show them the current state. You can also show the feature history, which will show you the features that went into creating that particular body. And you can use the isolate function. Isolate in multi-body parts works much the same way that it does in an assembly. So if you were to right-click on an individual body and say isolate, SOLIDWORKS will hide all the rest of the bodies and only show that one. To get out of the isolate mode, we can click on the Exit Isolate button. You can right-click on another body and isolate that. Other options accessible from the right mouse button menu for the bodies folders are to delete the bodies, which we will talk about later, but it really doesn't delete anything. It just makes the body inaccessible. SOLIDWORKS still remembers that the geometry is there, and delete bodies shows up as a feature in the feature tree. So if you roll back before the delete bodies feature, the body is still there. There are two other commands in here called insert into new part and save bodies. We will again talk about these in later lessons within this chapter. But save the bodies of the current part out as separate parts. Some other commands that are accessible for multi-bodies in SOLIDWORKS can be accessed through the display pane. And remember, the display pane can be shown using the double arrow at the top of the feature manager. Display pane functionality also works in assemblies. So what you learn here in multi-body modeling, you can also apply in assemblies. The display pane has 4 columns. The first one is called Hide or Show, and this allows you to take an individual body or turn it on very quickly. This is faster than using the right mouse button and then hide because it only uses 1 click rather than 2. The second column is display mode, and this still takes 2 clicks, so you'll have to click on the display mode for the body that you want to change, and then set that particular body to wireframe. To set it back, click on it again, and select default display. The third column is for appearances. If you click on this, you can remove a custom appearance, remove all custom appearances for the entire model, so everything is displayed using the part appearance, or you can just change the appearance for this particular body. Now, the appearance consists of several things, one of which is a color. So most of the time, when you're changing the appearance, you'll just come down here to change the color. You can also change some of the illumination properties, including transparency, where you can adjust the fine-tuning of the transparency amount. You can control things, diffuse lighting, the specular lighting, and then also use the Surface Finish tab to add a texture to the entire body. The final column in the display pane is for transparency and will just allow you to very quickly apply a 75% transparency to an individual body. Again, if you need to fine-tune that setting other than 75%, you will need to use the appearances options.